What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Patreon. It is 2:50 p.m. here on the East Coast in the USA. It is May 16th of 2019. We are coming to the end of the week now. Hope you guys have had a great week so far. So Bitcoin, we are now forming a new weekly candle. And as as we all know, this market loves to follow the candles, guys. As new candles are formed, the market tends to wait for new candles to be formed to make moves. And we did get that next weekly candle. We have 6 days left on this candle. Likely, I think most likely we're going to see a bit of a pullback. In my opinion, we've had a full parabolic extension at this point. Is it possible to see upside? Absolutely, guys. But I would say most likely, I'm 75, 80% sure that this is likely the local top. Now, we are still maintaining well above the 50-week moving average, which in my opinion is one of the most important indicators right now, is to hold above the 50-week moving average. And as long as we do that, I know I keep saying this, but as long as we do that, guys, we should be entering a bull market. And if we break below the 50-week moving average, then I would say this is a failed rally. And most likely the conditions that we saw with Tether, limited withdrawals and exchanges, likely that is the cause of this. And if we fall below the 50-week moving average, then I would say likely the bull market is probably not here. So anyway, break it down to the 4-hour. We are seeing the price curl over a little bit. It's possible that we were ending the parabolic run, right, when we were actually starting to trade sideways. And the longer that we trade sideways, the more likely it is that this parabolic run will end and we get a bit of a pullback. So definitely look out for that. So a lot of people now are talking about Ethereum. Ethereum is getting some rejection off of about $285. So we're sitting in between, this critical support, this critical resistance. Likely, guys, we're going to be finding some resistance at this area right here. If we can get through $285, I would say the max for this particular run is about $365. Now, of course, guys, it all depends on Bitcoin. Bitcoin controls pretty much everything in this market. But for now, we're seeing a nice run. I would say likely, guys, if Bitcoin's going to pull back, which I think now is quite likely, then Ethereum's going to pull back as well. And I would say we're likely going to be, maybe retesting $225, $185 at least. So also Litecoin seeing some interesting action, hit a new high here on Coinbase, although we are coming up right now on this critical previous resistance, previous support, and this area that could not hold. And we came up, we got some rejection off that level, and we are getting some rejection again. We popped up above it, had a bit of a false breakout, but it looks like we are getting some rejection. So guys, across the board, it seems like most coins are seeing some rejection. Bitcoin seeing some rejection here. I think likely this is probably the peak, guys. And new weekly candle has formed. There's still 6 days left on the weekly candle. So yeah, I would expect a pullback from here. It was a nice run though. I'm not, of course, guys, the run doesn't have to be over, but I'm pretty damn certain that this is most likely the end of the run. I mean, hitting $8,300, going on a parabolic run from 3,100 on USD exchanges. I guess let's just hop over to Bitstamp. Going from 3,100 on a parabolic trajectory all the way up to 8,300. I think it's safe to say that likely this is probably the top, and likely we're going to get a pullback from here, guys. Likely. But yeah, and as you see, guys, this parabolic trajectory, it is, in my opinion, actually being broken right now. Right? When you're looking at a parabolic trajectory, I mean, it's got to be maintaining. Right now, it's actually not maintaining. Like we had a chance to find support and continue the parabolic trajectory, but we did not get that. And guys, I'm pretty sure that we are going to be seeing some selling very soon and likely getting a pullback. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, guys, again, 5,800 is most likely is going to be the strongest support area. If we can get a bounce off of 5,800, then I would say this move still has a lot of strength. But we'll see. We will see, guys. Coin market cap. So overall crypto market cap is about 250 billion right now, back to 250 billion. 24-hour volume, 120 billion. Bitcoin dominance sitting at 56.2%. Now, if we're looking at the altcoins, we have seen a nice bounce recently. So I'm assuming that Bitcoin dominance has decreased slightly recently. Getting a bit of a pullback in Bitcoin dominance, right? So altcoins are seeing their day in the sun right now. It's a little mixed. Got Monero down, Digibyte down, Litecoin down. NEM is up big time. NEM was a big loser this past year. But guys, yeah, things are getting quite interesting. I think, again, guys, I think we are going to pull back. And, as altcoins are moving now, altcoins have seen their moves. If Bitcoin pulls back, likely we're going to see a pullback across the board. Also, Bitcoin exchange Cryptopia begins liquidation after $15 million in hacking. And guys, from what I understand, Cryptopia is going down. Cryptopia has gotten screwed, has gotten hacked, and they cannot afford to continue. But yeah, guys, there's really not much else to say, guys. Like, what can you really say at this point? We're on a parabolic trajectory. We hit 8,300, parabolic run from 3,100 to 8,300. We're getting a little bit of selling here. Likely, we're going to sell off, guys. But let's see. So one of our patrons said Ethereum likely having a major breakout from an ascending triangle. I've been very conservative, though, the whole bear market, but in my opinion, it's moon time. Guys, again, it's all about Bitcoin, right? Volume levels are good, decent, but not anything super groundbreaking, right? Not anything super groundbreaking. I would say we would actually need to exceed our volume levels for there to be a continued run. We need to exceed previous volume levels. But also, I actually kind of disagree. It's not really an ascending triangle. It was an ascending triangle at one point, but likely, it's not, guys, right? We have higher highs. You have a high here, higher high here, higher high here, and a breakout. It's kind of counterintuitive. It's actually a rising wedge, which generally is a bearish pattern, right? Upward sloping consolidations, on average, break down. Right? When you're moving up, you're setting your guys again. When you're trading, when you're investing, you got to change your mindset a little bit. As things are moving up, if you get in here, you're setting yourself up for downside potential. When things are moving down and you're getting in here, you're setting yourself up for upside potential, right? So, I don't think I'm not a financial advisor, guys, and this is absolutely not financial advice. But I don't see a need to FOMO into Bitcoin or Ethereum right now, although I'm looking at the volume here, and the volume for Ethereum is actually pretty damn good, exceeding levels that we haven't seen volume levels actually since January of 2018. So that's actually pretty damn good. But guys, when volume is this high, a lot of times that means there's actually some sellers in here, right? This volume candle, it could be a little misleading. Definitely a lot of sellers coming in, guys, soon. Ethereum's on a nice run, but I would expect a pullback. I don't think Bitcoin can exceed 8350, but if we do, I would say 10K is likely. 10K is likely if we break 8300, 8350. But yeah, guys, if we do pull back, for me, getting a bounce off of 5800 is really the key, because 5800 was our historical support for our consolidation range after the great FOMO. Get support off of 5800, 6000, break out of it. If we can pull back to it and actually find support and bounce off of it, that is an extremely bullish sign, right? And if you're looking at from the weekly perspective, that most likely we would actually be bouncing off of the 50 simple, or at least close to it, if we can bounce off of 5800. So that's what I'm looking for now, guys. Again, I think likely this is probably the local top. Got to pull back, find some support, right? Exchanges are online again, right? Like Binance is online again. Withdrawals are possible. So again, and like I was saying, the effects of the withdrawals and stuff it's not immediate, right? It's not like they go online and the price dumps. Like, things take time. Like word gets around, people, markets take time, guys. Things don't just happen like that, right? It's not instant gratification. It takes time, right? Kind of went on a tangent there. Jason says, I think Tonvase is full of with his philosophies on alts. I agree that like 95% of them should drop off the face of the planet, but he's dead wrong about coins like Litecoin. Well, I agree with you actually, because Litecoin does have solid adoption, guys. Litecoin has been around for a while, and Litecoin does have solid adoption. The supply has been distributed throughout the years quite well, right? And I think Litecoin is going to be one of those ones that does stick around, guys. I really do. I think Of course, Bitcoin Cash has had decent, adoption distribution for obvious reasons, and Litecoin as well. In my opinion, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, and Binance Coin, in my opinion, are the most likely to succeed. I'm not including XRP because I'm biased and I don't really like XRP. I know a lot of you guys do, but I don't really, it just goes against how I see crypto with the, bankers creating a crypto. It just goes against the whole purpose, really, in my opinion. The dude is like, so this is a continuation of this comment from our patron. The dude is like GOT Season 8 at this point, just wrong. BTC is or will be a store of value. If people want to use it to buy coffee or groceries, I'm sure there will be someone on the other end of that deal more than willing to take it off their hands and hodl it. But more realistically, I think we start to see viable coins which will be used as a means of exchange while BTC remains the scarce and valuable store of value. I know we're doing a long way from that, but that's what I see in Bitcoin's future. Yeah, guys, I personally believe that Bitcoin, right again, guys, the success of a cryptocurrency, let's make sure I'm recording. The success of a cryptocurrency is not about how fast it is. It's not necessarily about anything like that. It's about adoption. It's about, do people trust it? How much, is the mining power distributed? All these things, right? The community, the crypto is very interesting, right? The successful cryptos are, the fundamentals of crypto are quite interesting, guys. If you know what I'm getting at. Andrew says, are we still on for that 100K Bitcoin bet, Kevin? To next summer? 100K next summer. I mean, yeah, we can have the bet. I'm gonna say no, but I'm willing to take you up. You guys, if we do hit $100,000 next summer, then Andrew Webb gets my Patreon. I'm just literally gonna give it to you. You can have the Patreon because you're a goddamn genius. Jeremy Wall says, have you FOMO'd into Chainlink yet? Because you probably should have FOMO'd months ago when prices was climbing but still low. When are you going to start buying BTC and alts? Are you only waiting for a decent pullback, or will you FOMO in at some point? Thanks. Well, guys, I would like to see a pullback to 5,800. And if we get some support off of 5,800, I would say there's strength. And I would definitely be interested in getting more Bitcoin. Also, Chainlink, guys, I've been interested in Chainlink for a long time. It's one of the first altcoins that I've been interested in. So again, I'm not going to FOMO into anything right now with these conditions. The market's just pumping. I'm not going to FOMO right now, guys. It's just not my style. It's really not my style. Mike Barker says, yeah, Chainlink, I had a nice bag, but I traded it into BTC 2 weeks ago. Big regret. It's been pumping ever since. How is Chainlink doing right now? Oh, nice. We broke that high. We've only seen prices like this 2 other times. The great FOMO area, that dead cat bounce, and now we're back. That is very strong for Chainlink. I haven't really been looking at it very much. I have exits mentally for Ethereum, Litecoin, ADA, and EOS. The main alts I'm holding now. Oh, those are all the main. Okay. If they hit, I sell some point aside and ladder back in. Things are moving fast. Guys, we'll see. Again, don't get too emotional. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, but don't expect this, right? It's just not realistic. Guys, I would expect the price to sort of chop around in between this resistance point and this support area right here, right? Also, you guys, just to note, the whole drama that I mentioned like a few days ago, a week ago, everything's good. Everything's good. So no one has to worry. It's been worked out. So anyway, guys, I appreciate you tuning in. If you enjoyed the update, definitely leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts and ask questions if you have questions. And I'll see you guys in tomorrow's update. Peace out, guys.